Hi, everybody. We are delighted to have you all here with us today. Today's session will be led by Probaha, Palak, and I, who together oversee the global sales for SharkStriker. I'm Fiona. I head the USA partnerships.
Hi everyone, I am Palak. I locate to the EMEA region.
Hi everyone, I am Prabha and I take care of the complete APAC region.
So, for those of you who aren't familiar with us, we're a cybersecurity service vendor and we have a presence across the globe. We seek to simplify cybersecurity for businesses through a blend of human expertise and technology. We are addressing some of the key challenges like widening skills gap, increasing complexity associated with cybersecurity services, cybersecurity solutions, and much more. So, 60% of SMBs run out of business within 6 months of an attack. With today's webinar, we'll be looking at some of the business challenges that SMBs face in cybersecurity and take a deep dive into 8 most effective methods to make the most of a cybersecurity program for SMBs.
So let's start the conversation about how one of the biggest challenges that our partners are facing today is convincing their SMB customers about the need of cybersecurity. There's a common misconception that small business owners have that they are immune to a cyber attack owing to the size and scale of their businesses.
Correct. And there has been a major increase in ransom attacks among SMBs. We all know that hackers don't just work office hours. So what would the company do if took place in the middle of a night or maybe on a holiday? They need an IR team in place, strong IR team.
One of the effective ways to prevent an attack is to have regular assessments done, but SMBs don't really have the capability to do that.
Every company has some GRC goals to achieve depending upon the industry that they belong to. There are so many services, policies, and procedures that need to be in place to be compliant.
Correct. And we all know that at present, security solution on their own aren't enough. They need to be monitored. Another issue that SMBs face is resource crunch. So companies would have to invest a heavy amount to hire the skills and expertise needed to monitor the security solution that are already in place. Right. Having said that, we have also done some amount of research, and I have few pointers here. So do you think cyber criminals only get to target the large enterprises? So if your answer is yes, you are not alone. So this research says that nearly 73% of small to medium businesses are not worried about getting hacked, mostly because they don't think they have the resources that hackers typically seek out, whether it's fund, valuable, sensitive informations within their organizations. But unfortunately, this assumption is not only wrong, it is dangerous also. Any businesses that store customer information, such as, let's say, email addresses, phone number, billing addresses, or operates on a cloud environment, right, does indeed have the goods that hackers are often after.
Now that we have statistics, let's also get an idea of what kind of attacks SMBs are most exposed to. Whether it is to make money, sabotage a company, or just for the challenge of it, hackers often use a certain kind of attack.
Right. And here today we will talk about very commonly attacks which are available. So the first and the foremost that I want to talk about the viruses and malwares. So viruses, although one of the oldest kind of a malware, are still rampant. In some situations, an unsuspecting user may forward a message that has a virus in it. Hackers can also hide viruses in files that look innocent, make it easy for them to slip and unnoticed for several users within the small or medium-sized businesses. Then the second most important threat that we see, that there's an insider threat. So in an insider attack, unhappy employee, if I say, someone looking to make profits or someone involved in cyber espionage or vandalism uses their work credential to penetrate into the sensitive areas of the network, which is very dangerous. And coming to the other part, which is ransom, which everyone is quite aware of. Ransom can be installed on a variety of computers, including servers, making it nearly impossible for users to regain control from actually.
Then comes the fourth one, that is human error. Human error can also be classified as an unintentional insider threat. A small unintentional oversight can result in a considerable fallout, especially when a hacker understands the infrastructure of the network and knows how to use the credentials they steal. Then we have the another popular one, which is the DDoS attacks. Every time a web server that hosts your website gets a request from another computer, it is programmed to respond to it. Attackers take advantage of this feature by sending millions of fake requests to a victim server. Then we have the phishing attack. So the attacker will use email to manipulate the user through fear, the prospect of getting a reward or a great deal or a fake website designed to collect the information.
One lesser known attack is botnets. A botnet is an automated program that can perform human-like actions or run a string of commands meant to steal information, distribute spam, or allow an attacker access to a network or a device. So let's dive into the 8 key ways that your business can boost its cybersecurity game.
Absolutely, Fiona. So let's call it the SMB security strategy. And these strategies are essential for protecting your business from cyber threats in today's digital landscape.
So let's get started by talking about the network security. It's like virtual fence around your business digital assets. So first we will talk about the network security.
Think of it as putting up a strong fence around your digital territory. You want to keep those bad guys out.
Exactly, Fiona. Firewalls and intrusion detection systems are like the guards monitoring who comes in and out of the network.
Right. And when I talk about the next point, that is endpoint security. So endpoint security is all about protecting individual devices like computers and smartphones from cyber threats as well.
That's right. It's like putting locks on all doors and windows to keep the intruders out of each device.
Data protection is crucial for keeping your sensitive information safe from the prying eyes.
Absolutely. Encrypting data and backing up it regularly is like putting your important document in a secure safe.
You have identity and access management, which is like having a bouncer at the entrance of your digital nightclub.
Exactly, Fiona. Multi-factor authentication ensures only authorized personnel get past the velvet rope.
And risk management, if I talk about, is like having a security guard constantly scanning for potential threats.
That's right. A regular risk assessment help you stay one step ahead of your potential vulnerability.
Security operations are like 24/7 surveillance team keeping an eye on your digital assets.
And having a well-defined incident response or IR plan is like having a fire drill to ensure everyone knows what to do in case of an emergency.
There's security awareness, which is like giving your employees superpowers to detect phishing scams and other cyber threats.
Absolutely. Educating your team about cybersecurity best practices is the key to keeping your business safe.
Right. Incident response is like having a SWAT team ready to spin into action at moment's notice.
And having clear roles and responsibilities ensures everyone knows their part in responding to a cyber attack. So let's conclude that by implementing these strategies, your SMB can strengthen its cybersecurity defenses and protect against a wide range of cyber threats. Remember, cybersecurity is a team effort, and by working together, we can keep our businesses safe and secure.
Now that we have talked about how an SMB can level up their security posture, let's talk about a few challenges which any SMB can actually face in implementing cybersecurity. So actually, one of the most important one is the sophisticated threats. Cyber threats are becoming more sophisticated and advanced, making it difficult to detect and prevent them.
One of the most biggest challenges that we've seen amongst SMBs is the lack of skilled workforce. Now, everybody knows that security is not a plug and play thing. So all organizations need the right set of cybersecurity resources for managing and monitoring. But they always face a challenge in finding the right set of cybersecurity professionals, making it difficult for organizations to effectively manage their cybersecurity defenses.
Now I'm coming to the most important part, that is the budget. So cybersecurity can be expensive, which everyone knows, and many organizations have limited budget for cybersecurity measures.
New emerging technologies such as IoT and artificial intelligence introduce new security risks that must be addressed.
Right. And last but not the least, addressing these challenges requires a multifaceted approach that includes the technology, process, and people all together. It also requires ongoing investment and adaptation to keep up with the constantly evolving threat landscape, basically.
Now that we know what challenges SMBs face in having an in-house security team, it only makes sense for them to outsource it. Luckily, there is a huge market for cybersecurity services, which will help SMBs focus on growing their business rather than worrying about their security. So there are various cybersecurity services available that cater to different needs. Some of the services include SIM as a service, which provides managed and hosted SIM along with 24/7 SOC and threat hunting. However, IR is not included in this service. MDR, which provides 24/7 SOC, IR, and threat hunting, but does not include logging of data on your organization's assets.
There's SOC as a service, which offers 24/7 SOC that works with your existing solution and conducts threat hunting based on receiving information and capabilities of the existing solution. Finally, there's compliance as a service, which offers end-to-end compliance management and vulnerability assessment, a crucial aspect of compliance regulations.
Great. I mean, Palak and Fiona, you guys have given a lot of ideas around the kind of services that are available. So here I would like to just summarize this particular point that there are multiple services available in the market, right? And it also includes multiple integration to get into or put it into your network or to your endpoints. And there are various vendors with niche skills which are available in the market. So the biggest question here, what is the solution that can be brought in today's market?
The solution is actually fairly simple. It's the need for a one-stop vendor. Now imagine having all of your cybersecurity needs met under one roof, simplifying your security strategy and enhancing your overall protection against cyber threats. Partnering with one-stop cybersecurity service vendor offers numerous benefits, including comprehensive solutions, streamlined management, integrated technology, scalability, flexibility, and cost effectiveness. Consider the advantages of consolidating your cybersecurity needs with a single trusted partner to enhance your security posture and protect your business from cyber threats. So, what are the things that a one-stop vendor can assure you? You have an extended SOC team. It supercharges your existing security products. You get to have your system monitored and managed 24/7, and also it helps you with compliance management.
Right. I mean, great, Fiona. You brought up a lot of points here. So I would like to say the outcomes, what you will get if you are just following or having those integrated within your organization. So first and the foremost is have a good sound sleep in place. Second is show cyber readiness, which you are always ready. Focus on what matters, that is your business and growth of your business. And then you also have a 24/7 access to the security expert if you need them at any point of time. Now, the most important question is, who is that one-stop vendor that people can trust upon, or who can provide you all these features that we just talked about?
That's where SharkStriker comes into the picture, Prabha. Actually, we are the one-stop security services vendor. So actually, we all know there's a heavy competition in the market, and there are so many companies providing cybersecurity services. So why would you consider? Why would any company, any partner, customer would consider SharkStriker? So let me give you a few pointers that will make you lean towards us. So first one is the platform. So our platform is compatible with the third-party solution. There's a huge differentiating factor because this means that we are a vendor agnostic one. We believe in adding value to a company's existing IT infrastructure instead of replacing it. You'll have access to an expert team that will give you.
Absolutely correct. And the second most important, you have access to an team. Correct. Right. I was just coming to that point, Palak, that you have access to an expert team that will give you a complete sense of monitoring and support for 24/7. So you will have the peace of mind that you are protecting at all the times, basically.
We pride ourselves on our ability to react to suspicious events at lightning speed. It only takes us 60 seconds to detect, 30 minutes to investigate, and 10 minutes to respond to any kind of attack. Our platform and data center are ISO 27001 certified and GDPR compliant.
We are very competitive with our pricing. So now you get the best services without burning a hole in your pocket. And we are very flexible in terms of deployment options. We provide both on cloud and on-premise deployment options, and also have locally hosted data centers. This way we can provide services all across the globe while meeting the compliance requirements.
Now that we have an idea of why you have to choose SharkStriker, I'm pretty sure our viewers are also curious about what the pricing structure is like. Can Palak and Propa give us an idea about that?
Sure.
Oh, yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So here is the slide basically that we have created, wherein we will talk about other vendors in the market, what currently they are providing. So the most important part is the pricing. What they give is basically EPS, that is events per second pricing, and also there is another method of pricing which is data volume based. But if you look at both of this pricing structure, this is a very complicated one, and you end up paying more in both of this structure that are there in the market basically.
So that's why SharkStriker has a very simple and cost-effective option specifically for the SMB segment. We have an asset-based pricing, the calculation, the pricing structure based on the number of assets only. The definition of asset for us is any device which is creating loads. So we just need to know about a customer's infrastructure, like how many workstations, servers, firewalls, router switches, or any other device that they are having in the system, and we can actually give the pricing right away. It's very easy for the partners, it's very easy for the customers as well, and it becomes very cost effective, especially dealing with the SMB kind of the customer base. And there's no compromise in the detection quality as well, which actually
Absolutely.
happens in the volume
Absolutely.
based pricing structure.
That's true.
Yeah, I think we are at the end of the session. So I hope everyone enjoyed the session. I hope, yeah, I mean, thank you everyone for joining us today. We are starting with the Q&A session, and please drop your questions in the section, and we'll be happy to answer all of you for you. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining.